each other on the cheek. But we missed. We met on the lips. But this time, it didn't feel bad. It felt good. I was finally ready. You know what they say, third time's the charm. Since we are now officially dating for real, I decided that it was time to open up to her. An experience with her was intimate, beautiful thing that a couple can do. Watch Star Wars together! She'd never seen it before! I invited her over on Friday after school so we could watch it. My mom didn't like that I went out of my way to make a social connection completely unprompted instead of waiting for her to set up a play date for me. I asked for her permission, and she said it was okay. But she must not have been paying attention because she got really mad when I told her a girl was coming over. What? Who's married? You don't even know her well. You don't know what she wants. I think my mom is scared that if I hang out with girls outside of school, I'll spontaneously lose my actual virginity. I'll just be sitting next to her, and poof, it's gone. There it goes. Well, we worked it out. My mom took to her mom, and it was all good. We watched the first Star Wars movie, Episode 4, A New Hope. Yes, the first movie is actually fourth in the story. Well, actually it's sixth in the story now with the new spin-off movies. Well, it's eighth if you count the animated series. Anyway, we watched it, she liked it. So I ordered my copy of the next movie, The Empire Strikes Back, which is fifth in the story, but seventh with the spin-offs, and ninth with the animated series. To watch his homework for the weekend. She had given me some homework in the past. A lot of crazy Mel Brooks movies and some original Broadway cast recordings that I ended up really enjoying. So I thought that she'd be willing to do the same for me. I asked her the next week if she watched it yet. She didn't. That was okay. She was probably busy. I asked her again the next week. I did. She still didn't. I asked her again. The next week. Still didn't. That was okay. You know what? I'd rather show it her anyway. So we got together again, we watched it, and again, she liked it. So I loaned her my copy of the next movie, Return of the Jedi, which is 6th in the story, but 8th with the spin-offs, and 10th with the animated series, to watch his homework. The same thing happened. That was okay. You know what? It was my favorite of the three, so I'd rather show it to her anyway. We got together, watched it, and again, she liked it. But I didn't give her any homework this time, because I found something even better. Her birthday was coming up, and I had found her the perfect present. A book called The Beginner's Guide to Star Wars. It had all the information that a beginner to the series could ever want to know. I couldn't wait to see her reaction to my gift. Oh. Gee. Thanks. I think she liked it. Now that she had the book, we didn't have to watch the prequels, which were my least favorite and also came out after the originals, but before the new sequels and spin-offs. And we could get right into watching what I actually wanted to show her. I asked her the next week if she read any of it yet. She didn't. Asked her the next week. Still didn't. Next week. Still didn't. Hey Mary, you really should read that book. It has a lot of important information that you're going to need to know if you're going to watch the Clone Wars series or even some of the newer comics or some politics from the, Aidan, listen, we need to talk. Sure, what's up? That was a really unlawful gift. I don't even like Star Wars that much. It's like, you don't even know me at all. We had nothing in common. That was a problem. All this time, we had been trying to get each other interested in our own interests instead of finding mutual interests. Also, this is what every single one of our conversations went like. Something Star Wars. Something Broadway. You're cute. You too. I don't think being in a relationship is supposed to be like two toddlers at parallel play. This relationship wasn't going anywhere. I think it was time to end. It was a hard decision, and it was very sad, but I think it was the right thing to do. We have our entire lives ahead of us. You don't need to stick with just one person if you aren't connecting in any meaningful way. I actually had a striking suspicion that she was autistic as well. A lot of the traits were there. Social awkwardness, special interests, no filter at times, etc. You'd think that two Auties would be an ideal match, but you'd actually be wrong there. More often than not, we drive each other nuts. Mary was way too similar to me, and our personalities clashed. I need to find somebody who's quirky. But I need to find somebody who's quirky complements my own quirky. So, if any of you know anyone like that, no, okay, I'll just move on there. One summer, I needed to get some volunteer hours for high school. I decided to get them in at a local theater school. I would be acting as a teacher assistant in an ages 5 to 6 drama class. I walked into the class on the first day, and who's running it? Why, it was my old worker, Paula. I hadn't seen her in years. We got right into introducing ourselves to the class and running through some very basic theater exercises. I knew them all well. I remember doing many of the same exercises back when I was little, back when Paula was my worker. Wait a minute. Paula helped me when I was young, and now I was helping her run her class. Huh. At the end of the day, after all the kids had left, we had a little talk. Thank you so much for your help with the kids today. You're so good with them. You can be a teacher. Me? A teacher? No. There must be some mistake. How can I be a teacher? Like, I've always been a social outcast. Having meltdowns over shoes. Like, how can I teach kids? Well, I thought it over some more. Over the past year, I haven't taken quite an interest in early years education. I had interned at both the daycare and an elementary school. I really enjoyed it, and I felt I was really good at it. Can't really explain why, though. You would think that a room filled with a bunch of little kids, all running around, all demanding your attention, would be way too overstimulating for someone like me. But it wasn't. I was able to read the room and accurately attend to all the needs that I would spot. I don't really know what happened. I never would have been able to do this even a few years ago. Wait a minute. I think I do know what happened. It was the people that had helped me along the way. My parents, Paula, Miss C, Miss B, Miss M, and even Mary have all helped me in finding my way through life. I have no doubt that I would not be doing as well as I am now if it weren't for them and about a million others that I didn't have time to mention. I also have to thank all of you. Thank you so much for coming out and experiencing my quirky life. Oh, no, wait, yeah, I forgot something. I was going to explain my entire life up until this point, wasn't I? Okay, so I got up around noon today, went in and sat at the venue, went to see Musicals Are Stupid. It was good, check it out. Went here, got ready for the show, I just did it, and next up is University of Winnipeg, Faculty of Education in the fall, and Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland at the end of August. Yeah.